world, it's your boy, Michael Gascon, the horse guru, and I'm here with you today with Two Socks. Two Socks is a 3-year-old stud Colt Tennessee Walker, and we're gonna do a video on when to start gaiting. So Two Socks here is about 3 weeks under saddle, and one of the things that I have a problem with the horses coming in that are problematic is a lot of people try to start gaiting before the horse is broke. So if you can't ride from point A to point B, if you can't colt start, if you can't go around something scary without the horse being consistent, if the horse is still very inconsistent, then it's the wrong time to start trying to gait the horse consistently. What I mean by that is if the horse can't focus on you, can't stay in frame, is darting off all over the place, it's a hard time to try to wonder why your horse isn't gaiting. So we've just got him 3 weeks in, and he's getting consistent enough to start working on his gait. What I mean by that is he already goes on the trail, he already goes from point A to point B, but I've yet to pick on him for breaking gait or not being in gait. So basically what we're gonna try to do, and that doesn't mean that the horse doesn't gait by accident a few times along the way. What it means is I'm not picking on him if he doesn't gait. So here we have a Colt starting snaffle on him, very soft snaffle. And the reason we have that is you see he has no pigment on his face. He has that very white, clear skin. So it's hard to work on his face or anything like that because his skin's so delicate. So because of that, we're working with the snaffle, but you can do the same work in a natural horsemanship halter. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to take him over here to the rail, and we're gonna do that to help get him as consistent as possible. So we have him somewhere where there's not a lot of distractions here in the arena. He's walking calmly and quietly. Now, one of the first things we're gonna do before we get started is we're gonna give him a couple stops. So I'm gonna gather up on my reins. Oh. See, he has a couple little head tosses there. Good job. We wanna show him that my hands are immovable objects. Because if we can't keep his head consistent, we're not gonna be able to keep his feet consistent. So I wanna make sure that whenever we stop, that he's looking to give to the bridle. Oh. Nice. Now look, whenever he threw his head or did the head toss or whatever he did, I didn't argue with him for it. I simply left my hands at home. Oh. Better. You see, third time's the charm? And if it would have took 10 times, that's okay too. You just keep going back to the same thing, leaving your hands in one place, because so much of gaiting is getting that horse in the frame. And how are you gonna get the horse in the frame if he doesn't respect your hands? One more time. Oh. That's it. Notice I leave my hands in one place and my body in one place until he comes to me. Now that we have a little respect out of the bridle, we're gonna pick up his head, okay? And it doesn't mean that we're gonna hold him back, but we want him to know that we don't want his head in the dirt like whenever we're trail riding and let him walk. The next thing we do is look up, sit up, and start putting our legs on him. So he's pretty naturally gaited coming out of the gate here. So what we're trying to do is look for a little consistency. We're just gonna reverse here. Now, whenever we're reversing, we're not giving our outside hand, we're just pulling with our inside hand because we don't want to get his head too turned whenever we are turning him around. If he's gaiting nice and straight, then if we want to keep him gaiting in the reverses, we want to make sure to keep his head as straight and in frame as possible. So watch here in the reverse. You see how I'm not just turning his head? I'm trying to keep him pretty straight in that turn so that he can keep his rhythm going. The other thing you need to keep in mind are the different types of gaited horses. The Tennessee Walkers in particular, they want a bit of a head bob. So I'm giving him the freedom in my hands for his head to move. Reverse again here. So you see I'm driving him very gradually in the bridle. That's what I want to see. Now the reason that he's taking this so calm and easy is because we waited so long. We waited 3 weeks before we started asking him to do this. So he's so comfortable with me being on his back. He's comfortable with us going somewhere. So it's not a big deal. A lot of times a young colt like this will be pacey, but he's only pacey because he's tense and tight and nervous of somebody being on his back. And hold. Good job. So you see, for gaited horses, it's just an extension of the walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see a lot of young colts like this pacing, and pacing is when the 2 feet on the same side are landing like a choo-choo train, like a track star, and they're waddling down. But usually you'll see that with a horse that his head is tight and it's looking all over the place and it's nervous and it's worried about where it's going. We want to make sure that the horse is nice and relaxed when they're moving. So the fact that he's gone through 3 weeks of obstacles and trails and loping along and letting him go wherever he wants to go and going all over the farm, he's so relaxed with somebody being on his back that it's not hard for him to gait. So much of gait training is have the horse nice and relaxed before you even start. Get the horse nice and broke before you even ask of it. Notice how, for his gait especially, it's not very fast at all. I mean, we're gaiting here probably 6-7 miles per hour, nice and slow, but I don't care about the speed right now. All I care about is how relaxed he's doing it, how it's not a big deal to him, how whenever I pick my hands up, he's not fighting my bridle, he's staying inside of my hands, and he's moving along, keeping his back end under him, and I can count in my head the footfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what gait is. Gait is 3 points of contact, 1 foot in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what makes them so smooth and easy. So the key to this video is the prep work. Go through your fundamental series, make sure you have all your respect series done. The horse has all the groundwork and is nice and relaxed. And I'm telling you, if you have a gaited horse, it's going to gait. I have yet to meet the first truly gaited horse. Now, I've had in the past some rescue horses that were supposed to be gaited that weren't of gaited bloodlines, but I've yet to meet the first gaited horse that won't gait. Gait is their way of movement, and if they're not gaiting, usually it's because they're too tense and tight or nervous, or they're not balanced, or they're not giving to the bridle. So for this video here, it's all about reminding you, if we're gonna get the horse to gait, to prep that horse first. Make sure he's nice and relaxed. Make sure he's given to the bridle and he's balanced. Very nice. Again, in that reverse, I'm calling the inside hand, but leaving my outside hand. There we go. So this gait right here is gonna speed up by day. Every day that we let him go in straight lines, and I want you to think, a horse like this that's gaiting nice, that you're trying to get more speed, the line, the better. If you were having a horse that was pacing, you would want to do circles and have him relax and soften supple up. But if that horse is already gaiting, a horse like this, we'll take him on nice straight lines down the trail, holding him in frame. Oh, nice. Good job, 2 Socks. All right, guys. So the moral of this video here, when you want to get your colts to start gaiting, have them broke and relaxed first. If you have your gaited horse broke and relaxed, and then you can drive them into the bridle without them getting fussy in the face, they're going to gait. If they're trotting, their head's probably too low, they're not giving you any energy, you want to stop them a couple times with your hands high and add a little energy. If they're pacing, which means both feet are on the same side, usually the horse is not broke enough. It's very tense and tight and nervous. That horse, you want to soften in the face and get relaxed to drop his head a little bit, because you see, pace is on one end of the spectrum and trot is on the other end of the spectrum, and gait is well balanced in the middle. So for this young colt here, since his mind's pretty relaxed and he's calm and quiet, he's ready. We don't have to do any fixing because he's not broken. All we have to do now is put our hands in one place, pick his head up a little bit, and drive him into the bridle, and he's already starting out without any fixing or tweaking, gaiting. And that's how your gaited horse should be at home. If you're starting them properly and going through the fundamentals, very rarely are you gonna have a horse that's not gaiting. And if you do, watch some of our other gaited videos that we're gonna be bringing to you on different problems such as trot and pace. And I'm gonna work on bringing you more colt starting videos with young horses like this that are just learning how to gait. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure to get in the comments below and give us your feedback. Let us know what all problems you're having, if you're having any problems with the steps, if there's more videos or problems that you would like to see. We just want to better help you bond with your horse and help fix some of your equine problems and reach your equine goals.